From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. Prime Minister Mark Carney says the next 48 hours will be crucial to the Gaza peace process. Israel and Hamas say they've agreed to the first phase of a plan that'll see the 20 living hostages released, while Israeli forces pull back. Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand says there's still work to be done.
The future after the release of hostages is what is on the table right now. There is this 20-point peace plan that we are working on to ensure that both Israel and Hamas stay at the table.
She's also calling for the immediate and unimpeded resumption of humanitarian aid to the region. The Senate is studying a bill that proposes adding cancer warning labels to alcohol packaging. Senator Patrick Brazeau says Canadians are aware of some of the risks associated with alcohol, like impaired driving and fetal alcohol syndrome.
But what most do not know is that alcohol causes at least 7 fatal cancers: mouth, throat, vocal cords, esophagus, breast, liver, and colon cancers.
Brazeau introduced similar legislation in the last parliament, but it died on the order paper when the spring election was called. A new report says police reported violent crime is rising in Canada as it drops in the United States.
And it's driven by a rise in the rate of major assaults. A Statistics Canada report that analyzed crime trends between 1998 and 2023 says the number of police-reported violent crimes for every 100,000 people continues to be higher in the U.S. than in Canada. But while the rate of those crimes dropped 37% in the U.S. over the 25-year period, the report says the rate of violent crimes reported in Canada increased 13% from 1998 to 2008 and 9% from 2009 to 2023. Don Mitchell, the Canadian Press.
A U.S. federal judge has tossed out Drake's defamation lawsuit against Universal Music Group. It centered on Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us. The judge rejecting the lawsuit labeled the alleged libelous words as opinion. Severe weather in West Africa could affect your Halloween plans.
Prices for cocoa, the main ingredient in chocolate, have more than doubled from last year on account of heavy rainfall, but also severe droughts and crop disease across much of West Africa. That's according to the Wells Fargo Agri-Food Institute, which says the region is seeing its largest supply deficit in 60 years. Chocolate manufacturers have been hiking prices all year, but Hershey's now says, despite that, it will not be raising the cost of its specially packaged Halloween candy. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Vancouver Canucks open their NHL season tonight with a game against the visiting Calgary Flames. Both teams are looking for a better result this campaign after missing the playoffs last season. Also in NHL action tonight, the Winnipeg Jets kick off their season hosting the Dallas Stars. The Ottawa Senators begin their campaign visiting the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the Montreal Canadiens are in Detroit tonight after a season-opening 5-2 loss at Toronto. One of the 5 members of Canada's 2018 junior team, recently acquitted of sexual assault charges, has signed a 3-year contract in a Russian hockey league. Michael McLeod is joining the KHL's Avangard Omsk. The National League Division Series continue tonight, with the Los Angeles Dodgers hosting the Philadelphia Phillies, and the Milwaukee Brewers are visiting the Chicago Cubs. Both the Phillies and the Cubs avoided a sweep with wins yesterday. If either series goes to a decisive 5th game, it'll be played on Saturday. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.